Yo, what's up guys, it's Persistence, and today's gonna be one of those days where I kind of talk shit about the game and I'm all negative, and that's because I just haven't had the motivation to get on this game and do anything. Like, I don't even want to do the vault and the stabilizer event because I want nothing to do with this game, and I'll explain why. So where should I start? So when a new DLC drops, most PvEers, the majority of PvEers like myself, will get geared like the first 3 weeks or 2 weeks, some even 1 week. Some people will get to the max CR or very close to the max CR by week 3. I would say so. Like right now I'm 248 and this is my gear currently for this DLC, and the DLC just kind of dropped. What has it been, like 2 weeks or 3 weeks? So yeah, this is my gear. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 elite pieces from this DLC. All I'm missing is just the legs and the feet and the shoulders, but I got the OP shoulders. And so, like, where I'm going with this is, like I said, most PvEers get geared like first 2 weeks, first 3 weeks when a new DLC drops, and that's when the game is fun, you know. While gearing up, you're gonna have a lot of fun because it's a new DLC. It's something new. It's something that we haven't experienced before, and it's fun during that stage. And then after you get geared and after you can do anything in the game at that current CR that you're at, there's really nothing to do in the game. Like for me, for example, what I'm trying to say is I'm 248 tank right now. These are my current stats, and these are my skill points. 369. People are actually surprised that I have this much. Yeah, I don't really grind for skill points, but these are my stats, and I can do anything in the game. Like, I could do I'm not bragging here, but it's just the truth. I can tank Hive Elite just fine. I can do Machine Elite just fine, and I can queue up for Gotham Zoo Elite, do just fine. I can do every single content in the game the way my character is right now with the CR and skill points. And so to me, it comes to a point where after I get very close to the max CR, or after I realize that I can do anything in the game at that current CR and SP or stats or whatever that I'm at, that's like I don't even want to play the game anymore and grind to max CR, because there's really no point in doing so. You can beat every single content in the game, so why would you want to grind for more skill points and grind for more stats and grind for more combat ratings and for more gear when you can do everything in the game? I know the difference between a want and a need. Like, what I mean by that is my skill points. I have 369 skill points, but I'm not gonna grind for more. You know, some people could say, okay, if the DLC is dead to you, then just grind skill points, try to get more. You're at 369 skill points. Don't you want more? Don't you want to get to 400? And the truth is, I really don't, because I don't need them. Skill points don't really matter in my eyes. I don't think they matter really at all. Depending on how, they do matter. I'm not gonna say at all, but like, it's not gonna make a difference. A 369 tank, a 369 SP tank is not gonna be that different from a 420 SP tank if the tank knows what the fuck he's doing. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's not a need. And if you want to know the truth, Memories on the villain side, he's my league mate. Actually, I'm not gonna say this because he's my league mate, it's just the truth. He has, I think, 344 skill points right now, or 349, something like that, and he's DPS, and he's one of the best DPSs that I have ever seen on the game. I'll probably even say top 5, because I'm not gonna disrespect other DPSs, but I'll say like top 5 or top 10 for sure. So skill points are not needed for me. I don't want to grind for skill points. Grinding for skill points doesn't make the game fun when I know that skill points don't do anything for me except give me bragging rights, and I don't care about the bragging rights because I can do what I can do without having 400 SP, so it doesn't matter to me. And so we got skill points out the way. CR, like I said, I could do fine at this CR that I'm at right now, 248. With the skill points 369. So what I'm trying to say is, at this stage of the game, the devs need to realize that SM is needed for players like me, because I know there's a lot of players like me that grind out DLCs and that are like just extremely bored and unmotivated to do anything else because there's nothing to look forward to. I mean, like, honestly, the devs are probably going to bring out some dry ass event next month, and the event is going to be extremely boring after the first week or even after 2 days, because the event is not challenging whatsoever. So it's like you don't need to gear up for it or anything, and it's just styles, and I don't give a fuck about the styles, honestly. I care about gameplay. I care about how the game is. And so I don't think the devs realize how important SM was to players like me and a lot of people. And I don't think the devs realize that, like, SM kept a lot of their players on the game. And when a lot of people are on the game, those people will be buying Legendary to play, which means that, you know, they'll put more money in the devs' pockets. So what I'm trying to say is, if SM was still a thing, you know, I wouldn't want to quit the game right now because it's very, very boring to me right now. Like, I could easily just delete application and go play Black Ops 4 beta. Like, this game is so dry to me right now. And so, what was I saying? Yes, if survival mode was out, I would actually have something to look forward to, and I would actually have to gear up because SM is challenging. You know, my league and I are going to try to get to the highest round possible in survival mode, and you guys know past round 15 SM is not a cakewalk. So there's communication, and it's hard, it's difficult. You got to be on top of your game. So, like, I would try to gear up for that because, you know, my league will try to get to the highest round possible, and so we're gonna need to be geared. I'm gonna need those little bit of extra stats that I might need from skill points, and so I might want to grind skill points, and I'm gonna have to be max CR. Survival mode literally kept a lot of players on the game playing. And like I said, pointing back to what I said, when there's a lot of people playing the game, it puts money in the devs' pockets because those people will be buying Legendary. And so I don't understand why the devs don't want to bring back SM. But I've also heard that the person that works or that worked on survival mode got fired for some reason. I don't know why he got fired, but he did get fired. But, you know, you would think that the people that come up with these DLCs, you know, the people that create these DLCs, you would think that they're smart enough to recreate survival mode or, like, make a new kind of survival mode, you know? Like, it doesn't have to be the old survival modes that we're used to. It doesn't have to be OA, Apocalypse, or FOS. It doesn't have to be all that. Like, they can bring a new SM, you know what I mean, with, like, Amazonian bosses or some shit. I don't know. I think they're smart enough to figure it out, but they just don't do it, and I don't know why, because a lot of people are requesting it. And so this video is just me basically ranting because I gotta rant. You know, it's like this game is just dry after like 3 weeks of a new DLC being out. Like, it gets really, really boring, and like I get really unmotivated, and so that's why I don't upload videos, you know. And so yeah, that's it for this video. I just wanted to rant real quick.